Welcome back to Season 2 of Sailing Sitka. We are Jay and Kenna, two young Canadians who stepped outside the box of comfort and decided to act on their ambitions of sailing around the world. We first set sail from Victoria, BC, Canada, and have been adventuring around Mexico ever since. In this season, we'll be sailing on, further south and closer towards our dreams of exploring everywhere the sea touches. So sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Previously on Sailing Sitka, we attempted to install our Tides marine track on top of our external track, a project we thought would go smoothly, or so we hoped. Unfortunately, we were wrong.
I don't think it's gonna work. Like, our track's so bent that it's getting stuck.
And now we are thousands of dollars into this equipment with no way of installing it. Our poor wooden mast has been through a lot, but it's about to go through a lot more as Jay has been up all night brainstorming on how to address this problem and make use of our very expensive purchase.
We've been at it for like 30 minutes trying to get it down now.
What you're about to see in this video is not at all a how-to or even a suggested way on how to install this track. We are simply trying to work with what we got, and sometimes that's all you can do.
So, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to think something up. I don't know. I hope. I don't know.
We have no words right now.
Yeah.
Good morning. Last night I woke up to a weird sound I haven't heard in a long time, and it was rain, but it wasn't just ordinary rain. It was like torrential rain. So that was pretty cool until I woke up and I felt a drop on my head, and I was like, not again. So all under this lining here has a leak, and we think it's the tow roll. So right now I just shoved some Kleenexes, airing it out. We have lights there that I think still work, yep. But yeah, not a good sign. So that kind of sucks. Adding to the list. Adding to the list.
No, we're just having our morning coffee, and I didn't really sleep much last night because I've just been thinking about that Tides marine track there and how I'm gonna put it up. So yeah, today on the agenda I'm probably gonna be going up and down the rig a lot because we got to figure out this Tide marine track, and yeah, not sure how that's all gonna play out, but touch wood for us, people.
Alright, we are about to get started here on a very scary project. So Jay has come up with an idea, and we're gonna act upon it today because we have no other options really. We need to save this $2,000 track. So I'm gonna let Jay kind of explain to you guys what's gonna be going on.
So basically, first step, we're gonna do this step by step. So I'm just gonna explain the first step right now. The first step is I'm gonna be going up in the bosun's chair, and I'm not gonna use the whole climbing gear because I'm gonna be up there for a long time. So Kenna's gonna winch me up. I'm gonna cut sections of the track that are curved. So curved like an S like that. So I'm gonna cut off whatever it takes, like 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, whatever. So I'm gonna take the screws out, cut that section of track, and then we're gonna do that the whole way up. Every section that's got some S's in it is gonna get taken off. Then I'm gonna come back down. Then I'll have to bring up some sandpaper, or I might bring sandpaper now and just sand that where the screws were. And then we'll go back down, and I'll bring up all the way to the top some epoxy that's not mixed. So I'll bring the resin, and then I'll bring the activator and mix it up top. And then Kenna's gonna lower me quite fast, and I'm gonna fill all those all those screw holes. Sorry, there's a motorcycle there going crazy. So as I'm going down, I'm gonna fill all these screw holes that I've just opened up by taking the screws out, and fill those up with epoxy. That's step 2. Then third step is gonna be, one person's gonna be down here pushing the track in the what's left of the track pieces, and then there's gonna be somebody aloft that's gonna have to feed it, obviously, because at one point it's gonna go from track to nothing, so it's just gonna be floating. So somebody's gonna be up there guiding it into wherever there's the next track part meets. It's gonna make more sense once you see it. And then once it's all the way up, hopefully, touch wood, it makes it up there, then I'm gonna drill and tap holes in the places where it's not on the track, which I did a test yesterday where I drilled this hole and tapped it, and that allows the head of the screw to be recessed and allows the car to still slide. So what I'm thinking is, if I bury the head like this, we just tested it, and the car, see, the car still slides, no problem. So that's our goal. So
How out of 10 do you feel confident with this?
I'd say 8. I feel like it's
Pretty high.
I feel like it's gonna work, but you can't be sure of these things, right? My concerns too is I don't want to weaken this track too much by drilling a million holes in it. So like the spacing, you can see the spacing on here is like every 3 inches. I'm probably gonna have to do every 6 inches on here because I don't want the track to start splitting in the middle. I'll see what makes sense when I'm up there. Like I'll get a feel for it.
Our external track is garbage either way, so
yeah,
we're trying to
like,
make it work here.
The thing is, this track is like, we can't sail with this anymore. It's like beyond saving. So like, but it's a point of no return too. Like once I cut this, like we have no track if this doesn't work, and then we can't sail. So. Guys, scary moment. I gotta saw this track. And she sawed off. That was pretty easy actually. Okay. Now we gotta go up.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Jay is literally sawing our wooden mast. Not the wood, but the track. But it literally looks like he's sawing our wooden mast. It looks like you're literally sawing our mast off.
Yeah.
Tides Marine Track installment gone wrong. Title of this video, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, so now it's fucked for a while, huh? The thing I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut sections, but I'll leave like tiny bits along the way. Yeah. Okay, let's go up.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I hate winching Jay up. Like, I just, strength-wise, I don't give a shit. But his life is literally in my hands, and it freaks me out. It gives me the freaking heebie-jeebies, man. Like, I've heard horror stories of people slipping up and...
Okay, I think that's all she wrote. Okay, down we go.
Okay, parts of the track are cut out. We then went up and put sealant on all of the holes of the track that we removed. And now we're on to the next plan. Trying to install this puppy.
So when you're pushing it up, you'll want to make sure that you're as straight as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting that. Yeah. Okay, stop.
I don't know how. It should stay pretty easy after this.
Okay.
So you can already see it bending there.
Yeah. That's because of the pre-bend from it being rolled up for months.
True.
So.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. I'm not going to be filming from up top though.
Okay.
As crazy as this plan is, it seemed to be working in our favor. Thank God. We won't know until everything is drilled and put into place, but so far, everything was going just as Jay planned it. Our boatyard neighbor, Dwayne, could sense our struggle and suggested to come aboard and help. So as a team, Jay pulled from aloft while guiding the track from uncut areas to existing pieces of our external track, while Dwayne and I winched Jay up from below while pushing the track up the mast. This was no walk in the park, and we were very surprised it came down to this, but again, you have to make do with what you got.
Oh my god, that was hard as hell. I am dripping in sweat, but we got Jay all the way up there and we freaking pushed it all the way up. Thank you to Dwayne very, very much for helping me. Pushing from down here and winching Jay up, I am like dead. My arms, my hands, I'm freaking dead. But he generously came aboard and helped us, so that was super awesome. We had one pushing the track up, one winching Jay up, and then Jay was also pulling from up top the track as well. So it's freaking on, you guys. This is not the way to do it. Not freaking recommended at all. Super ghetto, but you know what? It freaking worked so far. So it's on. It's on. Like Donkey Kong, baby. Look at that. Oh. This is what $2,000 looks like, people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy Safari here on the mic. If you look up, you can see that the track is up. I'm still fitting out where, I'm still fitting out where there's no track basically. So I'm drilling, tapping the holes, putting them in. It's definitely not the recommended way of doing, but we don't have a choice and we can't get any parts here. So, and then I'm using one of the cars to slide up and down on top of another one to get all the goop. So like I'm just sanding it right now to get the old goop out. We just took lunch. Now I'm about to go up. I'll show you the process with this GoPro. Let's go. Yeah, little Mama Safari's getting jacked. Winching up 200 pounds probably with all the gear. So you see guys, this is where it's not screwed in, like that. And then where it doesn't pull out, it's where it's on the track. Let's go up more, my love. Okay, here's probably good. All right guys, so I'm where I was earlier. So I don't know if you can tell, there's screws up there and then there's none here because there was a part of track and then it's there and then the track ends right here. So we're at this block and you can see I can pull here. So now I'm gonna have to screw this. So I want my first hole to be right here. So she's gonna lower me so I can do as many as I can. I'll show you guys the process.
While Jay is up the mast finishing this project, I will be down here sanding our handrails, getting them ready for Seattle.
So first thing I do is I drill the pilot hole. And the track ends right there. So I'm gonna go 3 inches below. Then I want to center this. And then I do the same thing about 3.5, 4 inches below. And I repeat that process 3 or 4 times, just however I can get in this position. And after that, we take this bit off and we switch to a bigger bit. That bit is so that the head of the pan head screw disappears. By the way, this is not how this track is meant to be installed at all. It's meant to be just slide onto your original track, but obviously that didn't work for us. So we gotta improvise. Put my screws in here, where I have my sealant and screwdriver. Let's close this up. Then I have this guy here. And then I use this to make sure that once I put this screw, this still slides, obviously. Now next thing I do is I grab my screwdriver. I grab my sealant. I'm screwing these by hand just so I don't over torque them and crack the plastic. So now you see this screw here is in there. And then if I bring this up, there's no problem sliding. Obviously, there's no weight on this thing there, so sometimes it gets caught a tiny bit, but it's still a million times better than our last one. I'm basically repeating the steps I just showed you, and it's going to take me several hours, so I won't bore you with this. But and Kenna's down there, and she's going to be sanding the handrails in preparation to give an Evercoat a seat all. All right, bye guys. Alright guys, so now we've cleaned it a bit, and now we're simulating the weight of having some sail on there, because obviously like the track isn't perfect. It's like the mass is still bent, so it's not gonna be like as smooth as like, you know, it should be. But look at this. And then
Careful.
I'm just
Well,
so we're gonna do that a few more times, because that's probably helping to get all this stuff out.
there we go. As a disclaimer, this is not a how-to video.
Absolutely not. Do not do this with your Tides Marine track, people. Highly not recommended, and we'll see what happens. Our mast is quite bent from our lost spreader, and yeah.
True.
It's pretty much, we had to do what we had to do.
Make do with what you got.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching.
People, I'm not super motivated. I'm just absolutely exhausted. I've been up the rig for like hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And I look at this sunburn here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
If you're wondering what this is, it's an upside down tattoo machine, because once upon a time I did tattoos.
Tell them what to do and you'll see them next week.
Make sure to subscribe.
Yep.
Click the like button.
Yep.
And write us a comment.
Perfect.
Yeah! Oh, let's go.
Here is a sneak peek of footage weeks from now, when Sitka is a free bird flying her wings once again. We wanted to show you that the track did in fact work to our liking and has performed perfectly in both light and heavy winds. This makes for our sailing days far more enjoyable, and in real time we have sailed over 200 miles in the Sea of Cortez, and the track still holds strong to this day. We couldn't be happier.
Leave me alone!
Okay guys, real talk. We're just about to watch a movie, and Kenna pulls out this assortment of cookies she just got, and I go to grab one. Wait till you see the size of this thing. And she's like, no, you have your own cookies. I'm like, hon, are you serious right now? Like, grandmas have this thing for years, and you're telling me I can't have one? Look at this. Look at this shit.
Okay, they don't know the backstory. Jay didn't want to buy these.
I
Okay?
didn't.
He wanted to buy a stupid ass Dare Maple crap. Okay? So
I wanted to get
we
these
need
little
those.
guys.
Yeah.
All right, tell me in the comments which one would you choose.
Do you want 20 of the same cookies or do you want 70 of different
Is
cookies?
that you're not sure if we're gonna be good or not. That being said, I
I'm
want
a
to.
gambler. I'm a gambler. I put it all on black, baby. All on black. No! Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.